It's finally here. It's Eclipse Day, and I've got the GoPro, extra batteries for it. I'll be flying the drone, extra batteries. Got extra batteries for this camera, GoPro battery, another 70D battery. Get ready for footage overload. But first, it's a nice morning, and it looks like we're going to have a really nice sunrise. Let's take the drone up and see. Well, the eclipse has officially started now, and hopefully, I can get the drone up in the air around Totality. So I do live in the path of Totality. I should see right about 2 minutes of darkness here. Right now it is 1:17. Looking through the glasses here, you can see just a little sliver of the moon on the outer edge of the sun. This is really such a surreal experience that, according to what I've seen online, there's not going to be another one of these come through Tennessee for like 136 years. I don't think I'm going to be around for that. Pretty sure I won't be. I don't think my son will either. My grandchildren probably won't. So it'll be a while before another solar eclipse comes through East Tennessee. So you got to catch it while you can. Now, my original plans were to go down to Sweetwater. It's a small town about 20 miles south of me here. They're having a big festival down there. That's pretty much where the center line of Totality is. That's where you get the maximum totality, the maximum length of time for darkness. But I'll be in 100% totality here. And it's not like it would be worth it to me to go down there and fight the crowd. Because if you think of like a town like Mayberry, like on the Andy Griffith Show, a little small town, a little bit bigger than Mayberry was, I guess you could say that. It was a fictional town. But imagine 50, 60,000 people descending upon Mayberry. That's what it's like down there. Plus traffic is insane. And actually in the town, just a couple miles up the road here, during Totality, they're having a festival in the downtown part, and they'll be shooting fireworks during that. So that's pretty cool. So that's all for now. Trying to charge the Phantom 4 controller battery, and hopefully it'll work. I think if I leave it plugged in, it'll beep like crazy, but it'll get the drone up in the air, and that's mainly what I'm concerned about. Get it up in the air, get some footage of the 360-degree sunset, and if the controller dies, the drone will land on its own once the battery gets to a certain percentage. So we'll see. Eclipse 2017 update. It's still sunny. I'm hoping I can get this thing up in the air. Of all days for my controller not to want to charge, I can't wait around 136 years for the next one. The thing better charge. So as I mentioned, my original plans were to go down to Sweetwater or somewhere in that area, and then that got canceled because they didn't want to deal with that. And then I thought, well, I'll just go down to Fort Loudon in my kayak. Well, right now, I can actually tell it's cooled off a little bit, just ever so slightly. But I thought I would get my kayak and watch it from there, even just down the river, down from my house here. It would be insanely hot in the kayak right now, and that wouldn't be fun. And most important of all, I would have had to drop my son off at one of the grandparents. Now originally I was going to do that, But the more I thought about it, the more I thought he'll never experience this again in his lifetime, most likely, unless he goes somewhere else in the world that is having a solar eclipse. So most likely he'll never experience this again. And some of my fondest memories from my youth are like watching celestial events, we'll call it, with my dad. I remember several times as a kid, my dad would wake me up on a clear night and we would go out and watch the meteor showers. And that was pretty cool. So, and that's, you know, a memory that just sticks with you. So something like this, I wanted to experience with him. He's only a couple weeks away from his 4th birthday, well, less than a couple weeks. So he's almost 4. I think he might remember this, maybe, when he gets older. If not, he'll definitely have this video. As a matter of fact, here he is right here.
I don't need to pee.
You gotta pee? Okay. Well, I'm gonna let him pee, because the kid's gotta pee. So, check back in later. Update number 2. It's still bright out here, but looking through the glasses, the sun is more than half covered right now. So we're not too far off, about another 20 minutes or so. Okay, last update before totality. It really, really takes a lot to get me like excited. Something like this definitely gets me excited. I can tell, I mean, if you look through the eclipse glasses, they're just like the little sliver of the sun that you can see now. We're about 15 minutes away from totality. The suspense, it's killing me. Really, it's killing me. Here in about 5 minutes, I'm going to put the GoPro on the roof and get the time lapse of that. Still hoping the drone's going to work okay. I may have to get a new controller for that, by the way, because of course DJI being a Chinese company, you know, whatever, you can't replace the battery yourself. I could send it into them and probably wait 3 months and pay God knows what for them to put a new battery in. Check this out. Not a cloud in the sky. Perfect day for an eclipse. You could not ask for a better day. Only maybe if it was a little cooler, which it has cooled down a little bit. This is crazy. I can tell my shadow here is getting a little sharper, a little more defined. And you can hear cicadas. We're about 8 minutes away from totality. Let's get this thing on the roof. Just went through totality and it's still kind of dark out here. Of course, I got the drone up in the air but couldn't get the camera to go up. Apparently didn't have enough juice in the controller to get the gimbal stabilized, so I don't know what I got there. So no drone footage, unfortunately. Of all times in my entire lifetime to need a properly functioning drone, today it didn't work. Oh well, I guess we'll see 136 years from now, maybe. Alright, let it be said here, DJI, you really let me down. Battery died, the drone went up, but the gimbal didn't work. DJI, come on.